over here trying to figure out what Grinch I'm going to do next. I'm doing a whole Grinch set. Alright. Now I'm going to go look for some Grinch sketches in here. Alright, just going in here. My computer just, it seems I can live stream on it, but I guess I could look at my sketchings with it. Oh my lord. American United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson fatally shot in New York City. Wow. It's bad days for him. I'll go look for my Grinch sketch. Oh lord, here's one with his little dog. It is a cartoon dog. Maybe that's possible for me. I feel I might be able to do this one. It doesn't look too hard. Alright, I have my cards right here for you guys. And of course, Mr. Chong wants to go outside all the time. All the time. All the time outside for Chong. I do have all of these acrylic markers, but I don't like to use them because when I go to do my little sketches, I really prefer these. My friend was very nice buying me all these acrylic markers at work, but I think that was Chong playing with his toy. There's always something in this house. Alright. I think I'm going to be good this way. Should hold this up this board better. I'm going to try to prop this up. If you guys need any questions, let me know. I'm going to be over here. I had a live, I think I had a troller yesterday when I live streamed. Or maybe I didn't, I don't know. But they said that they were depressed and all this and had mental illness. Of course, me with my crazy ways, because I'm a medical person, I try to help them on the offshoot that maybe they are crazy. Who knows? I got mental issues. I don't like the word crazy, but alright. So, do you read tarot? Yeah, I do. I do other stuff. I do both. I mean, just because you do one thing doesn't mean you can't do two or three things. Just because you're intuitive doesn't mean you all of a sudden become only do one thing. But yeah. Okay, I think that's better. All the other acrylic markers are holding that up. Alright. Oh, I'm doing Grinches. I have them on the community board. My friends from work, I just do this for fun, and I do decorations for the holidays. I have all my ones. I have my little Facebook group, and I was putting in, the stuff I painted over here, and somehow I was doing Halloween decorations, and Facebook said it was, I guess, against their community standards. It was a Frankenstein. It wasn't even that damn scary, but this is what my life is. Me, I'm 50. I'm 50 years old, and I got put back together. I got my jaw surgery because of my teeth were, I had an infection in my jaw. And I've been to the dentist a lot. They say when you're 50, you and your. Oh, yes. I'm in the medical field. I've been in the medical field since my oldest son was 2, and he's 30. So for 28 years, I've been in the medical field. I'm at STNA. This is why I'm over here. This is actually what I do to chill. And this is what I do all the time just to get away from them. And I don't really make any money off this. I guess my husband says eventually I can, but it is what it is. If I don't, I don't. To me, it's not the end of the world. Do I have a do I have a Oh no, that's Chong. Chong would be the bear. He just goes around and does this thing while I'm live streaming because he wants to go outside. That's why there's so much Chong the dog walks. I'm from Ohio. I mean, I went other places on vacations, but I I always was glad to get back home. I was in Chicago because my son, he's in the Navy. Well, he was in the Navy. He's not anymore, but and I seen his little ceremony. And then, of course, I got in a fight with the sergeant in arms because we went all the way to Chicago to see my son. And I'm all excited. We paid like $400 or $500 on gas. Whatever. It's only $400 or $500. Then they told me he had to guard some paperwork. And of course, me with my big ass mouth, I insulted him, and I said, "How important is this damn paperwork?" And it was like, "Well, the Army owns your son now. I mean, not Army, the Navy." We got into it. The ex-husband, of course, he was like, "Please, please." He was like, "They're gonna arrest us." And I told him, "Let him fucking arrest us." Long story short, the man said that he couldn't stand me, but he let my son go out to eat with us after the ceremony because I used to say it was a baton twirler. He got mad. He goes, "I'm not a baton twirler, Mom." And I was like, all I see in this ceremony is they take these little batons, like, and these guns, and they whoosh them around, and they have a whole thing going on with it. So, and I've been to Florida a lot of times. I love visiting there, but I really don't know if I could handle, I guess, some of the weather. The weather seems like it's kind of erratic. I'm taking this out like a leaf. But like I said, who doesn't want to visit Disney World? And plus, they have those good deals where it's cheap. You only for $5,000, you could take a family of four somewhere. But yeah, I'm from Ohio. I think I already told you guys that. All right. I've always lived in Ohio all the time because it's very safe for the most part. They do say that we have more serial killers. Some of the most famous ones, besides the older ones, were here. But other than that, I mean, it's not like every day you're going to meet one of those. They say human trafficking is big here, but you just got to watch your kids, really. Anywhere you should watch your kids is, I think, the human trafficking. Oh, and here's my boss, a $15 bonus if I go in from 3 to 11. I don't think that's happening. Sometimes you got to say no to the money. I just don't think I can handle them right now. I'm just trying to escape work right this second. They hound me down. But I got the Grinch's feet here so far. And I used to do this kind of stuff when the kids were little. I found this fun when the kids were little. And of course, they're grown. And what's a mother to do? And then YouTube has rules. We all got rules. I think medical has the most rules. I mean, some YouTubers bitch about these rules. Feel me with the HIPAA rules. The president and everybody himself goes on TV talking about HIPAA rules, and these rules never damn end. I mean, these guys be sitting there jumping out of their bed, acting like, I don't know, they're having a fiesta or something. And there ain't a damn thing we could do about it most of the time. But it's life. But we have to constantly call the families and they go, well, what's wrong? It's like, what do you think's wrong? It's like your family member has dementia. What do we do? It's 3 in the morning. But yeah, that's how my night shifts did when I picked those up. And I have to work. I know I usually do pick up and stuff here and there, but I'm just not feeling it. My husband got all these little side jobs now. So I'm just working my 3 days. I just got to the point where I thought I was going to be a raving lunatic if I had to keep going to work and dealing with them. So this is where I'm at. Talking to you guys, drawing riches. This is the struggle of medical. Has it has oh yeah, it snowed here and we're getting a big snowstorm later or something. But yeah, we get pretty damn big snowstorms. I'm used to snow. Snow don't bother me too much. We were once traveling to Florida through one of the snowstorms, and as we're leaving our house in Ohio, we were we had to shovel our way out of the house because it was like the when the snow hit, it was like 5 feet tall. We shoveled our way out, got in our vehicle, and we were Florida bound. By the time we got to Florida, every it was. the colder time, everybody's in coats, and we're just like, it's like 20 below where we're at. This is warm. We're like, why are you bitching? And we just got in and enjoyed our stuff, and everybody in Florida, they were dying, literally. They did not. I mean, laugh out loud. I love you guys, but I was like, if you guys live where we lived, you this would not bother you at all. You'd be happy. I guess that's why in Ohio we kind of watch over our animals a little more because the weather's generally they'll die if they're out in our weather. So you got to be conscientious of little critters. If you're not, I mean, it's not good, and the animals just could die. So I guess that's I guess why there's a lot of rescue workers in Ohio. And sometimes we have erratic weather. Some days it wants to be really nice, and some days it just does not. So 19 1978. You're right next door to me. Turn their African. All right, hang on. Yeah, they do. I think that you're not allowed to have exotic animals anymore in Ohio after that one lady got chewed up by the monkey because she had a pet monkey and it was all over the news for the longest time. It really was. So, and she did get chewed up by that monkey, and they kind of stopped the exotic trade. I just have a dog because to have exotic animals, it's a lot of stuff involved. Let's just put it that way. To have a lot of stuff involved with your animals is a lot of vet bills and different things. So I just have made a dogs. They need a home more as much as everyone else. So, but yeah, I do remember that. I do remember there's some people in Ohio that are erratic about their animals, and they do have the exotic ones. But I say we need to try to save the ones that aren't so exotic, like the poor dogs that generally freeze to death with the homeless because they go to somebody, and if they see other people on the street and they vibe with them, they're gonna go. And I get it. I mean, what other choice do they have? So there's a lot of times in Ohio where the homeless and the animals die together. It's sad, but it's very true. Right. I hope I didn't make this too short. I wanted something to back. Hopefully, I can get his head in here without looking all funny. Alright. kind of doing this. It's supposed to be a nice little cartridge. Here. Here. I'm going to try to start on his head. Oh, yes. Well, I was 4 years old when that was going on. I just got reset. I remember my parents talking about the Blizzard 1978. But we lived through, I want to say it was 10 or 15 years ago, there was the one where Russia was like 80 below zero. We were like 40 in Ohio. And it was bad. They were calling all animal groups to help out. People were like literally freezing in their cars. They even called off workers to not go to work. That's how bad it got. I do remember that. I know I had to stay home from work. And unless you could, like, I was always in healthcare, so I think I did end up going to work that day. I do think I did. Alright. That part is fine. Alright. I think I'm going to have to fix this head because this is going to be bad. Alright. You ever go to Snake Park? I have thought about getting. I didn't even know about Snake Park, but I love animals, but I'm not sure how I feel about snakes. Sometimes snakes are okay, and sometimes I guess sometimes they're a little bit too scary for me. I don't like their little, I don't like the way their skin feels. And I don't hold it against them because I love all animals. That's why I'm over here trying to do animal activist things all the time. I really am. And it's because I do love them so much. Right. This here, like this. I'm gonna try to save this. Put his little eyes over here like leaves. Alright. But yeah, I mean, I do like being here. The weather you kind of get used to, and I feel you kind of get one. I feel nature. You get closer to nature living in colder climates because nature, in a lot of ways, tries to come and get help. And I feel when you live in colder climates, this happens more and more. I mean, I could be wrong, but in Alaska, they're very close to their animals. Right. This is going to be here and there. Widen this out. This out here like that. Face that way. Yes, that's that way. I'm trying to. I might have messed up the script. It's supposed to come down here, widen out here. Then come out this way. Might have got all ruined. I don't know. Let's see. If it did, it's okay because it's another day and another learning experience. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to save this one, especially since I have that so down that way. So that one's going to have to just go to the wayside because I should have probably started the head first. This is my first mistake in a long time. I'm proud of myself. Yeah, you can answer questions. I just be doing a lot of stuff as my friends tell me. My friends tell me I do too much. And I probably do too much. Alright. Will Sid contact me in 1 or 2 weeks? If you yes, about what? The ancient Indians' earth work mound that is like 180 feet long or like 400 feet high earth mound. Wow. That sounds like a lot of exercise getting there. I don't know. Yeah, it came out all right. I don't know. I didn't have the right dimension for that bridge. I just do this for fun, but I could do a pathway reading. I do like to exercise, but I'm not trying to kill myself exercising. I don't have balance. That's the issue. I could get there, but it's the whole balance. I fall. I would love to climb a mountain and stuff like that, but I'd be the first one to fall off the side of the mountain. Somebody would have to literally have like a baby cradle holding me up the mountain. So I don't know if that's in this lifetime. Other things I'm good at, not so much the balance and things. That's why I'm not the best dancer because I'm half deaf and I can't hear some tones, which made me a horrible singer when I was younger in the choir. So I never aspired to be a singer. So you hiked across Georgia. Oh my goodness. You've got to have the best balance in the world and not allergic to the outside like me. I I'm allergic to almost every single flower except for like indoor foliage plants. So and most of all the bugs. Spiders I'm allergic to. Crazy enough. That's why we're peppermint oil on myself. But with your Sid situation, you have a full moon of Virgo, and this is Savannah. We'll just go with Savannah. Yeah, it does suck being literally being allergic to the outside. You get used to it. You do indoor activities. So It is what it is. But you got the full moon of Virgo, and it just means you got low self esteem. And you got also a full moon of Leo for that situation. It's talking about pride and letting it get in the way, which I think it has to do with that Sid guy. And you got a wanting moon, which pretty much just talks about getting rid of all of your fears and stuff. I I'm not sure if he's gonna call you back because I'm picking up a bad ego and he wanted sex. That's all I'm getting out of this whole entire reading. And I guess if you had a good time, if you did sleep with him, at least you got that, and it's a lesson learned. Because when I was growing up, you did not sleep with anybody until you knew absolutely it's been so many months. And there's a absolute relationship. Generally, this person ends up picking you up, bringing you on a couple dates, and things of that sort. You just can't, I guess you can't just sometimes do certain activities. Like I've told my kids, but my kids are two boys, so my kids in the past have used women. And I'm telling you this because sometimes my kids could be assholes. And they probably were a Sid at one time because this is who they are at that time in their life. And if this Sid guy is in his 20s, he absolutely is not looking for a wife. He is only looking for a good time. And then if you end up getting pregnant trying to entrap them, which has happened to my kids, they still will not be with you. And I do know this from experience from raising boys. And they will try to get custody of the child. A lot of times, if you have somebody that really kind of cares enough, they'll care enough to make sure that they have their child, but not so much for you. These are the things you got to worry about. I guess when you enter in these kind of things, my kids have called me Victorian. Oh, you're welcome. My kids have called me Victorian and said some girls want it. They're boys, of course. I apologize for my boys because this is who they are sometimes. And I guess you just got to watch yourself, especially if you're a woman. And men do lie, especially if they're young and they're looking for a good time. You cannot be on that side of the good time. Let another girl be on the side of that good time. You could be over here, you could be painting. There's a lot of stuff you could be doing. If I had a girl, this is what she would be doing most of the time, probably painting. But I have to give my motherly advice because sometimes I think you guys get too involved in what people say and what people do, and just because they seem really nice doesn't mean they are. When they're really nice is when your bills are getting paid. That's really nice. So, all right. Here. All right. Now, I want to get the dog next to him. So one arm I'm not going to worry about so much. to center this out. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna literally do is one arm by the dog. So I really want to get this dog. Okay, now the white one. Put the head here. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna feather this down. I feel that it would be better being feathered down. Alright. Feather this down again. Down here. Over here. Alright. Okay, now I gotta do the sand suit. That now. Alright, now I'm gonna have here another green for this belt. Alright. Just gonna do that color there. Alright, I think I'm just gonna honestly do half of this guy here. I'm gonna do this half since these are so short and I don't mess up another one. I might have the Grinch looking down. I'll just do this top half. I'm thinking this would be better. Because I really want to get his dog here. So that's there. Do that. I just won't do his face. I think that might be better than I'll have to waste all this stuff here. Get the arms out here. But if you guys want a reading, let me know. Just getting all my little stuff done for my friends. Now that I'm hiding out from work. Oh, hi, Karan. Hi, Karan. What blockage do I need to release this month? You know, these forces. I know you're worried about these forces all the time, and I'll tell you about some of these forces that go on in the lives of our basic lives. These forces are just karma that kind of goes around. So, 12th quarter. What's the purpose of the reading? To predict my death. Oh, you're funny. Nobody knows when your time to go except for the Reaper. And don't be afraid of death when it happens, my friend, because we're all gonna die and come back. It's just the way life is. Some people like to know their energy pathways. So, and how to get the best out of their life before they die. So that's where we're at with that in life. All right, but Karan, your energy reading. I'll just do your current energy reading. You're in a new moon in Gemini, and it just indicates that there's miscommunication around you. And this happens, and you just have to kind of ride it out and maybe get yourself a crystal or just start manifesting and doing different things, whatever makes you more comfortable. I guess if it's manifesting or praying or whatever it is, and then positive energy will come to you. But it's not going to come where you think that is going to make you happy. The universe looks at you as a whole because they see you in death. They see your energy. And spirits don't care about this money and stuff. That suffered their time. I mean, you got to take that up with the Reaper. I am not the Reaper. I would not want his job, and suffering is, however, you suffered. Maybe it was in the past. You might have done something to offend someone or just did some awful acts. Maybe in a previous lifetime, you were just, the energy came in the next lifetime. That's why it's always good not to do bad things in this lifetime. But you have a new moon in Gemini, Quran, and this just means that you have communication problems with people in your life. Then you got a South Node, and this is just saying don't let your past hold you back. Past events, past regression, anything. And then you got a full moon in Capricorn, which signifies the end of a tough cycle. I just see you surrounded by other people's bad karma. And to be away from other people's bad karma, rose quartz would be good. It does block a lot of dark things. Just, it could be, but I don't feel you're in the karma way because you're surrounded by that person. Well, I guess if we're going to talk about victims, think about think about somebody that did a lot of evil. Like, I don't know, like Hitler and different people through history. Something like that, karma can't just have you learn that lesson in one lifetime. And sometimes there are going to be victims. But those victims generally in the next life get blessed with good luck. And unfortunately, this is just the way life is. I know it sounds terrible, but it is true. There's going to be victims. As much as there's the light, there's the dark. And whatever a really good event comes, it came from the repercussions of a really bad event. And we always say, oh, yay, I want the good, but not the bad. But to get the good, you have to embrace the bad. You really don't have a choice. I'm good. I am very good today. I woke up alive. I'm avoiding my schedule or at work because you know what? A couple $100 isn't. I'd rather just save my money and be happy. I don't care how much they're offering. You need to sleep and you gotta be able to eat in between. And this is what my work does is they bother people because nobody wants to work these days evidently. So I don't know. Or they don't want to work at my work. I don't know. I've been there 10 years, but sometimes I need a break. I can't have, oh, you're welcome, but hang in there. Other people's karma, Quran, when it does come to you, sometimes you're in the pathway, but you'll get out of the pathway and you won't suffer the repercussions. But the whole thing is if you're romantically involved with that person, whatever they go through, if you choose to stay in that area, you're going to go through along with them. And it eventually will break you up. So just remember that too. Because the universe doesn't care about our relationships. They really don't. These spirits don't care. They got bigger issues in the world going on. So you guys got to remember that too. They call it the human condition. In the human condition, we just think it's all about us. And we do for the longest time until we awaken. And then we go, damn, it wasn't all about me. There's all this other stuff going on that's way more important than all this other stuff that's going on with me personally. And I guess it takes time and enlightenment for this to happen. Obviously, when you're younger, it's not. I mean, the universe hopes in your 30s, 40s, and 50s it happens. But, I mean, it's not the end of the world, guys. I know he looks like a pom pom girl now, but I'm just gonna have the top half of him. I'm not even gonna worry about the Grinch head right this second. I have his stuff curled this way and that way. Right. Right. And now I'm just gonna do a lot of fluff this way. I really want to get his dog. So I'll work with this and then maybe try to save the other one. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, I just did this body here. So, let me get a tiny shading just in this area. Like that. first. I'll do more colors with legs. There we go. Do that. I hope there is no alternative life when our life comes. I've seen many realms, my friend, and unfortunately, there's a bad place and there's a good place, and that's why I do my happy painting and I stay on the good side of karma because I mean, if you've done like hurt somebody's feelings or stuff like that, these realms so don't seem to care because it's a human thing. But if you do some really horrible act where you hurt somebody or hurt an animal, because you don't know if these are spirit animals, that's the thing. And I do say this with a whole heavy heart because I see, I mean, all animals are spirit animals, but to a certain point, I guess some are. And if you like, they're, and honestly, if you want to think about it, they, whatever you do to them comes back onto you. So that's why I'm so heavy into this respecting nature and the earth. Because if, because of your actions in one lifetime, something horrific happens, you are blamed for it. And it does happen. And it's not bad nor good. I mean, once it's done and over with, and the good result comes from your bad actions eventually later. Just like all these people, my friend, that are taking humans and treating them like cattle, and all this mafia activity. The thing is, no one knows what's going to happen to you in the end, and these people that are forcing people to be in the mafia and forcing and if you want to be your own god, which you pretty much are, trying to be your own damn god, going against destiny, things happen to you on a big scale. So people doing these kind of heinous acts better watch their ass because they do not control death. And I mean, it's a force of nature, and I've seen a lot of stuff going on in the world. I've seen and I felt a lot of things, and in the end, it's just not going to get good for some people. So it's better to stay on the good end of whatever's coming because when this thing does come, you want to call it Armageddon or whatever the heck you want to call it, it's coming. And when this comes, it's going to be bad for the people that have done bad. I want to stay on the good end of this because we don't know. You know, it could be some people say it's because of AI and a lot of different things are coming out. I mean, we've already had the moon go over the sun. We've had a lot of shitty stuff happening. A lot. And the thing is how much more do you want to take? To take? Because eventually the earth is going to go against us. And it will. Some things that hopefully I'm dead when this happens. But eventually it will. Mark my words, and when it does happen, a lot will die. And all the stuff you thought that you were the gods and you could do this and that, and this is our earth, all that's going to be shown to us, and it's not going to be good. I am not a demigod. I don't think I'd ever want to be one. They got a whole lot going on, these demigods. If you believe in them, if you believe in God, He has a lot going on. So either way, I feel a force is coming. And I came on here for my first couple live streams on a serious note to warn people around this eclipse time happening. Because this is supposed to be an awakening for us as humans. But, and I do say but, because I don't know what's going to happen or if anybody's going to listen. Everybody's involved in their own thing. I want to have sex with all these people, and more people are concerned about sex and other things than the world around them, I guess. And this is half the problem. So, I guess that's where we're at as a society. So, I would, and I'm not even saying it's going to happen now, it might happen in a lot of years from now. But repercussions for certain things that have gone on is going to go on. So, these is the things that a lot of religions are writing about, and they really are. These religions are coming out with different depictions of this, and it really is different depictions. So, I'm thinking there might be something to it. I'm not overly religious. The powers that be, I believe they gave me a little intuitiveness to help people, honestly, but even that only is going to go so far in the end. So I help who I can help, and if I can't help them, I just can't help them, I guess. It is what it is. This is why I'm very humble, because I honestly do want to help people, and I do want to see us happy, and I do want to see us coincide with nature. But I'm not sure if people care enough about people to let this happen. This is the big issue of the day, I guess. Alright, I think I actually did this dog pretty decent here. Alright, now I'll use my little white one for his eyes. Let's like that. Alright. And his eyes are black. It's towards the bottom. So I'm gonna do this. I don't think I have a little black stick, do I? Oh, I do, thank God. I got a little chalk stick. Right. That's not gonna work. Okay, let's see the pupils. Okay. Mix it up with the white. So you can see the eyeballs. Alright. I'm gonna put a nice nose on this dog. And cute little happy smiling mouth. Alright. I made it somewhere with this. Now I'm gonna have to. Maybe I can make this a light brown for some of these features since it's a brown coat. Alright. Alright, I think the dog's kind of cute. I'm just gonna do the bottom half of his. Alright, that's not bad for what it is. And then I'm gonna fix up this other one. Alright. Now I'm gonna go start on my painting and then I'm gonna fix up this other Grinch. I might have to go back to that one. I'm not sure if anybody's still listening, but if you are, you could go ahead and put in anything you want to talk about, like a response or whatever. Because I'm still here and I know that sometimes, you guys get your readings and you move about your business, and that's okay because you guys are busy people. And I get it. And I don't think I brought my paintbrushes over. So I'm going to have to go get them. I have them on my counter still. Alright, so I'm still connected here. I'm going to go grab these. I need that. The ones I washed, the ones for today. Alright, Chong. We'll do an afternoon blog in a minute. Let me finish some of these Grinch things. Okay, there we go. Alright, I'm here still. I figure maybe I can get a better stream during the day. I don't know what happened these night streams. I get people that are mentally ill trolling me or something sometimes, but I wanted to paint, so sometimes you go in and get what you get. And then sometimes you don't. Alright, Chong, enough. Chong really hates when I paint, I will tell you that much. Because it takes away from his time. He'd be always bothering me, looking at me like, not that painting again, mommy. He literally hates paint. He hates my painting. He hates when I paint. Hates it. This is where Chong's at with everything, with my painting. I'm gonna try to just outline some of this stuff so it shows his legs are crossed. And it's just gonna turn into something different, I guess. Sometimes this happens. But it did turn out pretty good for what it was. The other one I still think I can fix. I'm just gonna have to do a little something to it and fix it up. I'm just kind of tracing some of my outside lines with these. So I'm trying to use all my black poster board for this. I feel it would be better. So you do these character things. Sometimes it's better to have the paint too. Alright. And the white I'm probably gonna do think something with that too. Just gonna have this coming out a little bit this way, curving around this way. I was watching this guy on TikTok. He's so funny. He talks about his husband all the time. And there's apparently this lady that paints over there. And I'm like, oh shit. One day this guy's going to be talking about me. But he was talking about people that think that they have like these great paintings going on. And they call themselves great artists. And I guess she calls herself a great artist. So I guess I'm safe because I am very humble. I'm not trying to be like that. But I guess she like only did 5 paintings. This girl over there, and it's funny. He sits there and does these videos about how he hates her and how do you think you're a good artist. And he has a lot of paintings himself, a lot, and he is a really good artist. And I get it. He's probably been doing a lot more years than her, and she's over there thinking that she's the best thing ever. But I was watching him, and he is a very good artist, but he could be over the top at times. But to sit there and worry about one painting if you're a painter, you could paint all day long. You could make paintings literally whenever you want to make paintings, and you should have way more than 5. So I do get his point. I truly do. Because someone that likes to paint, I mean, sometimes, on my days off, I have 10 or 15 these done a week, if not more. But it's because I like to paint. So I get his point. And he showed a whole pile. And he does the poster board too, a lot. He has some canvas. But I do the poster board because I just like to paint a lot. And I feel if you're going to practice a lot, poster board's much cheaper. You really don't want to start getting involved with stuff that's expensive all the time. Unless you have the money. And honestly, there's a lot of practice. I'm trying to get the feel of painting, and I watch people from time to time that are painting, and I get better ideas. But sometimes this is what you have to do to get better ideas, like shading is one of my biggest issues. So I've been studying about shading and different stuff. So I've been doing that. But this guy is so funny. I do follow him and everything. Cause he what he does make sense. He's not malicious, but he's just he's hilarious. He's just he tells it how it is, and I think that's what I like about him the most, is he just tells it how it is. And in my book, there's nothing wrong with telling how it is, because he's not lying. And and then one of the girl ladies' videos popped up on the stream. Well, not his stream, but just randomly when I was doing my advertisements for over here, over there, which I've coming out with some really good videos. I really have. I'm getting very good at my editing skills. Very good at them. So, but yeah, I've been over there, and I just sit there going, this is why I'm not trying to say I know everything about painting, because the minute you do, new things about painting come into play. So just because you think you know it all, something else comes like, oh wow, yeah, that's a good idea. It's one of those things that's like always changing. That's how painting is. It's just always an ever changing movement. Just like I gotta fix up that one over there, which I will. Right now I'm gonna paint the little dog in. I'll let this dry a minute. And then after these two, I'm gonna take Mr. Chong outside, because my main focus in the world is my dog, and I love him. I want to say I love my dog as much as I love my kids, because he is my family to also. Your fur babies are your family. So I do consider him my family, and everybody should consider their pets their family, because they mirror us. And I've seen that on Facebook, where they mirror you. And it is true. Chong does mirror me in a lot of ways. Sometimes he can be impatient like me. Sometimes he's very kind, and I am a very kind person. I really am. I'm very laid back. He is too. So maybe Facebook's right. Maybe that they do mirror you, your dogs. It's a possibility. I mean, Keanu Reeves and everybody over there is pretty much all on board with they mirror you. So that's where I'm at with that. Alright. Not the best. I probably could have done better, but it's not the worst. It really isn't. I mean, it's my first attempt at a dog, and I guess a cartoon dog would be the one that I could do well, because my friend that is a very good artist told me to start out small. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm not a serious artist. I can't sit there and make nature scenes and everything. That I cannot. When it comes to anime and different things, oh yes. This seems to be my realm right now. So I'm gonna live it and be in my realm, I guess they say. That's what I'm gonna do. Just be me up in my happy realm, and hopefully eventually things get a little better and I'm able to do like maybe one day get do canvases. That would be nice. I think I would love to do a canvas painting. But I'm not going to be doing these canvas paintings, friends, until I actually am good enough for canvas paintings. I feel that that should be a time where I don't got to worry about it as much. And I'm more efficient with these things. Alright. And now I'm going to put this here because I got this little palette thing I'm putting this on. Alright. Now I got this little bow here. And this little bow, I think I'm going to make it green. It is Christmas. Why not have a little green bow next to the green branch? That could be happy. Okay, here's a nice, pretty green bow on this doggy. Alright. Move this anime dog out this way, his bow, or her bow. Alright. Then I'm going to see if I can just put a little white on the eyeballs over here. And I just put that somewhere. There it is. A little white there. Stop this. Just patting this down. So I got definition eyes a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. I don't want to burn it. Alright, I did this. I just left the head out. It wasn't bad with that dog. Now I'm going to fix this other one. Alright. I'm going to have the Grinch holding a. I'm going to have the Grinch holding a beer, and I'm going to shade all this out and just make it really poofy. I'm just going to shade this in here just to get this out. That's a great thing about chalk. this white in here. Right. I got this other side here. Alright, I don't know if this is a dead zone or what's going on here, but as soon as I finish this one out. Hey! Get away from my brushes. Go! Get away from the brushes. You're not licking the brushes. Alright, now I'm gonna get this involved here. Okay, here we go. This arm's coming out. This way. That. This way. Get this here. Alright. Let's see if I can place wipe this off with an eraser. There we go. I guess that's the eraser for that. Alright. A big fluffy thing. I'm gonna end up putting a thing of wine over here. I think that would be fun. Okay. Look here. Make little clouds here for the fluff. Same for this. I'm gonna like taper it to make it nice. But if you guys want tarot card readings or anything, let me know. I'm here. I'm gonna be streaming for I don't know a long while. I mean, I generally come on once a day all the time because I'm just seeing where this venture in life goes with me. I mean, I have a job regardless, but I'm just seeing where life takes me. Alright. Oh shoot, I didn't think that was green. I thought it was. Oh, alright, there's green. I think that's green, yeah. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna put Weir's the beer as he's holding a glass of wine. French hands now for this. I need to look at French hands. French hand sketch. Alright. Oh, Etsy was putting a thing to see if I was an actual device. Look at that. Alright. Alright. His hands come out like this. So, this. There exact French hands I wanted. Alright. I guess a Christmas ornament wouldn't hurt coming down. Alright. Now. Alright. Then. Do a striped one here. Alright. I don't know. I hope people like this. Alright, I'm gonna put Christmas is here. And I did not waste any poster board. Alright. Alright, now I'm gonna paint this. I got this one now. I got two I made. Christmas is here. I just put an ornament there. I was trying to save this poster board with something here. So, I think I made a good save. Alright. Alright. A lot of green involved today, so I'm going to start with green. Dealing with the Grinch, there's a lot of green. trying to practice hands. I'm just going to fill this neck part in. Just to show a head. And I have this is green. So I got that. Just get this felt in here. And I'm just retracing with my stuff. Which isn't half bad for what it is. I'm not a professional by any means. I just like to draw and I like to be artsy. I enjoy being artsy. And it's better to go into work, so I just have a feeling I walk in work now, it's going to be a big shit show, as they say. And sometimes the shit show never ends. Sometimes. Alright, making his belly a little bigger to make sense there. Alright, there we go. I'm going to try to make this more circular for the feet. It's not bad for what it is, like I said. Now, I'm going to go back to the white paint and get all this other stuff in. Alright. I'm going to try to get my little thing under here so this doesn't get, but if you guys are still watching, I got this and I put Christmases here. But sometimes you can save your mistakes by doing different stuff. And this is what I'm doing, saving my mistakes today. There's nothing wrong with saving your mistakes. And I feel the cotton parts with the white paint look much better. I know where to do it, how to put my lines since I already had it with chalk paint, which really helps. It gives you, especially if you're not a full professional like me, it helps. It absolutely helps. And anything you could do to help your situation while you're getting better, you should do it. Because doing it And it's much better to do it that way. Alright. I have my little white fluffy part here. And I'll almost be done with these two. And I'm going to come on and I'm going to try to do some more head ones of the Grinch. Do over here, get all this fluffiness here. The happy fluffiness of this over here. I want to see him too. And then when I come back after the dog walk and I have my lunch, I'm gonna start at 2 more, and then hopefully those dry. But I think we're getting somewhere in this whole mess of stuff now. I saved a screw up, and I still did a halfway decent job. So that's all you can hope for in the world, a halfway decent save. And it's the plot of an artist. Alright, not bad. Now we need the red. Okay, brush over here. I'm not sure. I got this under here because I'm filling in with paint all over my equipment. Alright, and now here's the red. Alright. Let's start with this here. I'm going to start with all the red stuff up here. But I don't know if anybody's listening out there, except for the YouTube people. But I usually always end these streams when I'm done with all of my artwork. And it's ending close. So I'm just gonna have to do my ending thing. And honestly, if you are in, you got a question about anything, or you just want a reading because you're just having a bad day, I'm at work. Go ahead and put it in comments by community. And this community board is something I utilize a lot because I'm a very busy person. I'm busy working a lot, and I do go towards my arts and crafts to chill out, and I like to talk, so I'm over here. But if it's not a chill day where I actually have to go to work and stuff, go ahead and put it in the comments, and I won't have any problem with typing out your reading. Not at all. So, like I said, just oh, that's not bad. Just got to do that white again. That's why I save my little brushes to for a touch up. But I have no problem with typing out readings. I understand we're all busy. And there are some people that like to have readings done and, just to see, or they went to go see another tarot person. And that's okay because, everybody sees different things and has different perspectives. That's how these things run. And it's okay. I mean, and I'm just here because I just enjoy doing this type of thing, honestly. I really do. I enjoy the whole demeanor of live streaming. It gives me a chance to vlog my dog and me, what we do, and make a little friends along the way. To me, that's fun. To some people, maybe not. I'm one of those people that like to keep busy. And I do. I love keeping busy. I like doing multiple things. And I do. I enjoy everything about being busy. But some things, like medical, is very high stressful. And I will give you guys advice. Unless you can handle a high stressful situation and very short staffing, I would not go to medical. It is very rewarding if that's your calling. I will admit to this. It does seem to be my calling, but I've realized I need a break from it. So I've been taking my breaks from it because after so many years, you just get yourself a nice, happy break. Alright. You just need to fix up the little white parts. But I'll let that kind of sit for a minute. Do this down here. Alright, that's that. Okay, I'm almost finishing this up. I might have to fix this up. I don't know. have to go over it with a different paint, which is okay. I got a thinner one. Maybe white. The white one I'll go over with white. So that do that. And I'm gonna get my little bottle of white back. This. Drop that a little. Just fluffing this up down here. And that nice again. Perfect. Not bad. Alright, now we gotta see what little paint. Real thin stuff over here. And I'll soak my brushes and everything. Here's my small guys. Alright, I got real pale ones here. So I think I'm going to take like a blue, so it doesn't matter. Is this open? I open one of these. This the one I open? Yeah, I opened it. There. Alright, just throw that way. There we go. Real thin brushes making this nice. It's kind of bringing it in another color, which is fine. I like to let life surprise me. There we go. Alright. It has its issues, but everything does in life. All in all, it's not bad. And I resurrected it. I do like it for what it was. And I am going to end the stream because it's been longer than I usually do. And thank you for everybody that listened. And I will see you guys in a little bit because I still want to do my evening stream and get 2 more done. And thank you guys so much. And leave your readings in the community section on Chong the Dog. And I will answer them and say them over my altar and do your reading. And have a good day.